Golfers, one of the biggest issues we see on a regular basis with people that turn a 7-iron into a 9-iron, increases backspin, reduces distance. Number one issue we see, if you think about the position of your right hand and how that controls the position of the club face. As we swing the club back, we see a couple issues where the back of the left wrist goes too much towards the sky, right palm goes towards the sky, club face starts to open. So that mechanism, we've got a little bit too much forearm rotation, back of the left wrist goes towards the sky, right palm faces the sky, and then the club face opens. You see from there that that club face starts to open, the grooves go towards the sky, a little bit cuppy and across the line, club face gets open. What we know is if the club face is open in the backswing, we're going to have to compensate in the downswing. You see two things: when you get a little bit across the line, that causes this cup in this left wrist, club face gets really open. Club shaft's going to get a little bit too steep, so the club shaft gets steep, and then at impact, we're going to have to rescue that situation. Compensation for that is the head falls back, weight stays on the right foot, and then that's where the low point is slightly before the golf. If you're this golfer, the first thing you need to connect is the position of the club face. The club face is the barometer, that's what causes us to compensate, to try and improve impact, or try and get the club into a restructure at impact. One thing I want you to do is you call this the hell draw. You're going to put your right palm on the right hand side of the golf grip as we swing the club back. Instead of the right palm going towards the sky, which contributes to an increase in loft, instead of the right palm going towards the sky, which contributes to the club face getting open, swing the club back. You're trying to get the palm to face your golf ball target line. Try and feel like the club face is a little bit more square to slightly closed on the way back. So think about right palm facing your golf ball target line. Connect your right hand on the golf club. You can see from there the toe of the club's a little bit more towards the sky. Club gets a little bit across the line, and then the club face gets really open. Flip that instead, do the opposite to that movement. You're going to try and feel that you keep your right palm and right forearm down a little bit longer towards the ground in the takeaway. So right palm, right forearm a little bit more down towards the ground. A great feeling to create that is try and keep your right hand more on top of your left hand going back. That's going to allow the club face to get in a squarer position. And think about keeping that left wrist a little bit flatter. A great feeling to maintain that is try and get to the top of the backswing and create a fist with your left hand. Then as we come down, don't let your chest spin open too quickly. Just think about letting your right shoulder drop a little bit earlier. So the right shoulder doesn't work high and work out towards the golf ball target line. Your right shoulder is going to work down and stay back for a split second longer. So it's that feeling I'm going to move my pressure into my left foot by the time I get my hands to the top of the backswing. Then as we start to come down into impact, don't let your right shoulder stay high and then your left shoulder gets too low. Swing to the top, feel like your right shoulder stays back for a split second longer, and then your right shoulder is going to work down. So right shoulder is going to work down almost towards your right heel. So right shoulder to work down towards right heel. You can see from there, if I recreate my impact position, when my right shoulder goes down towards my right heel, I feel kind of this right side crunch when my right shoulder always stays behind my left shoulder, and I'm going to allow my right elbow to stay behind my left elbow. And you can see from there, I create this impact position where my shoulders are closed for a little bit longer, my back is facing the target, and that's going to allow me to deliver the club a little bit more from the inside coming down. So get to the top, don't let your right shoulder stay high and the chest spins open. You think about you're going to keep your right shoulder a little bit lower coming down, and you're going to keep your right shoulder back for a split second longer. So right shoulder is going to work down, lower body will be first, upper body to come into the equation secondly. So right shoulder's working down towards right heel. Create the impact position, shoulders a little bit more closed and back faces the target a split second longer into the downswing. And then you're going to let your right elbow catch up with your left elbow through impact. That's going to help you deliver a path a little bit more from the inside if you get a little bit too steep. But it's also going to help you create a little bit more space and turn your slice into a more consistent draw, if not a straighter ball flight that everyone wants to achieve. If you've got any thoughts or any questions regarding that video, please feel free to comment below with what you'd like to see on my channel in future weeks.